Okay, you ready to talk about the walnut heads there, Ted?
The walnut heads.
The walnut heads.
Is it just me? Or is it getting crazier out there?
Hey everybody, welcome to Late Horror Show. What is going on? I made a little flub.
We didn't want to go on until everything was absolutely perfect.
Yeah, I started the other stream instead of this one.
But now everything's absolutely perfect.
So I'm going to have to reset that for the 11 o'clock stream tonight. Oh well, no. What are you going to do? Mistakes are made. Anyways, welcome everybody. Dawn, Miss Martian, Vicky Elkhorn, Dave Plouffe, Ed Stewart is in the chat. Right. Everybody waiting.
The usual busload of freaks.
Yeah, right. We are here. We are ready to discuss Don't Be Afraid of the Dark from 1973, a made-for-TV movie.
We're on this made-for-TV movie kick. We're just going to ride that wave.
We're just riding it. Well, I think this is it for a little bit, maybe. I don't know. Directed by John Newland, writer Nigel McKeon. Stars Kim Darby, Jim Hutton, and the
Uncle Charlie,
William Demarest, as Mr. Harris.
Ernie, don't you be going over there.
Yeah, my two sons.
Ernie, stay out of those cookies.
Yeah, for my two sons.
Oh, gee whiz, Uncle Charlie.
But, oh my God, he was doing movies from The Silence all the way up. I mean, this guy was around a long time, William Demarest.
Almost everybody just knows him for My Three Sons.
Right.
Everybody out there's like, My Three what?
But yeah, thanks everybody. The bus is getting longer each week.
Yeah. Started off as the short bus, and now we're the long bus.
Yeah. But yeah, this stars Kim Darby.
Who I just know her from True Grit, but she did a bunch of TV.
Oh, she did a bunch of other things.
Like when you look at her stuff, you realize, oh my God, I saw her in that episode of X-Files, I saw her in this and that.
She was the mother of the girlfriend in Better Off Dead. Mm-hmm. She was the one that came out with the trays of like Jell-O. She couldn't cook.
Just didn't realize who it was at the time.
Weird stuff, like Jell-O spaghetti and stuff like that. It was really odd, very weird. But Kim Darby, I remember her from Better Off Dead, and then of course the Solar stuff too. But this movie, basically everything done in about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The fastest movie.
Fastest made-for-TV
movie ever made because of the writer's strike that was going on at the time.
They did it Ed Wood style.
Well, you know what? They did a damn good job.
Fuck it, that was perfect. Let's go.
You know what? They didn't make too many mistakes on anything in this film. I mean, this is a...
They just forgot to make the creatures' mouths move.
Well, yeah.
But...
We'll talk about the creatures
to be that one.
In a... Yeah, we'll talk
everybody likes the doll from Trilogy of Terror.
Yeah.
There's some dyed-in-the-wool Kolchak fans out there.
Yeah.
I'm a big Gargoyles fan. This does seem to be the one that a lot of people remember freaking them out if you were a kid back then.
I'll tell you, rewatching the movie, I don't remember a lot of the movie, but I do remember those little creatures, those little imps, those little demons.
Yeah, it's kind of demons.
Yeah, they're technically demons. They're very odd looking.
I love them. There's like 3 of them, I think.
Yeah, the way they moved was very odd. I mean... who was the writer? The writer, Nigel McKeon, he said he wanted it to be... I mean, the concept came from him, the writer. He had this house where he had this, almost exactly like the movie...
I was reading about that.
Huge chimney-like thing with a little chute where it went way down and nobody wanted to mess with it. Said, leave that alone.
What could be in there?
You know, kind of how you get inspired, from certain things and all that. Lynn in the YouTube chat, thanks for stopping by.
And I think the remake that was a few years ago, which isn't bad necessarily,
is more...
The creatures are more of what he intended them to be.
He thought he wanted them to be more skinny, more demon-like. I mean, these are just like little... I mean, they're little,
sort of like
2 feet...
Apes with walnuts on top.
Gorillas
with walnuts on
Almost
top.
like the from Land of the Lost. The what's his name? The little...
Chaka or something.
Chaka.
The Pacoonies. The Pacoonies is what they were actually called. Big Lane of the Lost fan.
Oh, yeah. Dave Plouffe and William Demarest was in an episode of Twilight Zone. What's in the Box? Yep.
There you go, yeah. I mean, you look him up. He was in just about everything. But, he was also one of the police chiefs in It's a Mad World. That we love.
Yes.
He was in that too.
Another fantastic film we watched.
And My Three Sons are about the only things I really remember him from.
Ed Stewart, a young woman inherits creatures to set them free. Inherits a Victorian mansion, unleashes his demon.
And I gotta say, this is a cool damn house.
You know what? The one thing, especially back in this time period, they really got the locations, the houses really right on.
I like how
this was just awesome.
Castle turret on one side.
Yes, the stairway. Yeah, it was awesome.
Big
the house
pool
was cool.
in the back. The house looks like it's endless inside.
Yeah, I mean, you could be standing at one end and like, drive a car down to the other end.
House.
I mean, really cool. Really
that belonged to what's her
name? Not
name?
everybody's cup of tea tonight, I guess, right?
What?
But they'll watch it on the rewatch, I'm sure.
But, you know what? We've been kind of riding this wave a little bit, and this was probably one of the next really popular ones.
Yeah.
And I gotta tell you, I don't love every movie that's got little critters running around killing people and terrorizing people.
I do.
But if a movie has little critters running around terrorizing people,
give it
I will
shot.
always give it a shot and watch it. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, even dog turds like Munchies.
And Miss Martian, also someone tonight said they reminded them of the little demons from the gate. Kind of. I mean, the demons from the gate were awesome.
Weren't those stop motion? They did
stop motion. Same with Subspecies.
Subspecies
kind of
style.
had those, kind of creatures, demon creatures
One
there.
thing builds on another. Those kids, if you were a teenager or whatever in the early 70s and stuff, you saw that. You grow up, it's the late 80s, you're working in movies, and you just bring what you loved to the new stuff.
Yeah.
And just enjoy the new technology or more money and be able to make it a little better. But for what it is, I kind of like these little critters running around. I love the whispering.
Oh, you know what? The whispering was...
Sally!
Well, it was...
I want to hurt her.
Yeah, no.
Don't hurt her, but I want to.
Yeah, everything about the demon part of it was... I mean, we'll get into where I think it's kind of strange and odd and
we want your spirit. We need your spirit.
I guess when it comes down to it...
and whisper that shit.
Okay.
That's it. Sorry.
Okay, no.
I stepped all over.
Getting back to the little demons and all that, they're the ones that really creeped me out, and I remember from my childhood. Mm-hmm. That's really what did it. But this movie, the way they moved, everything, but the whispering is what got me. When you hear them just, I even remember being a kid and the whole family being in a room and hey, maybe I did hear a ghost or something like that.
It was that gnome.
I remember sitting in a room and everybody's talking, partying, big family, big Italian family, 13 of kids, the aunts and uncles and everybody around there. But I was hearing talk on the outside, like where the basement area. It was very odd. Reminds me of that because of the whispering. It could be something wrong with my brain.
A couple people making out in the basement.
Yeah.
What's going on down there?
But that was probably one of the creepiest things because you couldn't hear everything they were whispering. Mm-hmm. It was filmed in. I mean, the sound was recorded in mono. I don't know if that was really
love mono.
But usual thing they did back in the day.
It's cheaper, probably.
But yeah, mono. So the sound was.
Stereo would have required more mixing and.
Yeah.
And there wasn't really anything dynamic enough for, I guess, a big stereo soundtrack.
No,
and a lot of TVs just had one speaker.
Right.
So.
And shooting this movie out in 2 weeks, I mean, really. I mean, I know everything takes place in this house. There's not a whole lot of characters.
No.
We're introduced to her friend Barbara Anderson, plays Joan. Joan is her kind of... But Kim Darby is Sally Farnman. Her husband, Jim Hutton, Alex Farnman.
He's a jackass.
He's a jackass, but he's another guy
He's an up-and-coming, working in a law firm. He's a...
But Jim Hutton himself was in a lot of... movies back in the day too, and died unfortunately very young at the age of 45.
I've outlived him.
Yeah, so he unfortunately, died very young. But I remember him.
What did he die of?
That attitude. I didn't have time to really look at what he actually died from. Had to be a heart attack or something. I don't know. But 45.
Might have got stabbed.
Maybe somebody knows. Jeremy M, what is going on? Welcome to the YouTube
Look
chat.
at them all.
Thanks for stopping by. The demons reminded me of Shatner episode. What's on the wing? A little bit. If you shrink them down and make them lose a little bit of weight, definitely. Let me see. I'm just seeing if I try to get over to the chat every chance I get.
I see somebody. Sally.
Jim Hutton. Yes, Jim Hutton played in Ellery Queen Mysteries, which were also
what's that?
Old time radio shows. They made some for TV.
Well, like mysteries or
like Night Gallery type shows, stuff like that. They're mystery shows. So yes, he died from cancer. Dave Plouffe said. So
cancer.
Died from cancer.
Cancer of the butt.
What? Leave it to 10. But I tell you what, his Alex Farnham in this movie, he played a jackass. He was just.
Well, I mean, just self-centered, I guess.
Well, that was the other thing.
He's got the wife. She's going to take care of the house. He's going to be making the bread.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have. I wouldn't go so far as to say Sally is a trophy wife. I mean, she's not ugly, but she's not, a blonde bombshell or anything that you would, be dangling on your arm. But he expects her to play a certain role, and
that's what I want to
help in his career.
Yeah, and that's what I want to kind of throw out there, because this was, one of the things that people talk about in this film was,
yes,
it was noted for its Freudian themes as well as the proto-feminist undertones and the fears and anxieties about the changing roles of women and the ways they are so often victimized and go unheard. So
what a woke movie for 1972. Man.
Right? Yeah.
See,
so she was.
We're approaching these issues on this program.
She was, a victim in here, and
isn't it kind of funny? That's probably not what the writer was intending to put into the story. But because of the acting and the story and the way it all plays out, you can kind of go, oh, wow, I can kind of see that in there.
Died of mono. Lots of bad joke. Jeremy, nice one, man. Miss Version, I'm watching this with the candles on. Oh, nice.
Yeah, because that'll keep them awake because they don't like the light. They're like gremlins.
Sunshine, Cold Water. John Newland, Rod Serling. Okay.
Butt mono.
But, yeah. But yeah, it was your typical, chauvinistic man, and he was telling her, I mean, he basically shut up, this and that.
He wasn't particularly interested in anything she had to say, and
no,
you take care of the house, I don't care, whatever. I don't think he even really wanted to live in the house. She inherited it from her grandmother.
Right.
I mean, they kind of state at the beginning of the movie in a voiceover he'd rather be living in a high-rise apartment.
Right.
But, I mean, hey, if I had a chance to live in a cool house like that, until these critters started messing with me, I'd love it.
And it's funny that she is the only one that sees them.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else really sees
Well, there is a connection, a familial connection, which we don't really find out till later, is that...
well, do they even mention that? Because I know...
not until later.
I know in what I researched that they say that the father...
The grandfather.
Or grandfather summoned the demons. But throughout the movie...
I would say one of them is the grandfather. I would say one of them is the grandfather.
Yeah.
She just doesn't know which one. But so, you've got this almost mansion kind of house.
Right.
It's being decorated. He's working.
Teresa Lee, what's going on?
What's up? He's moving up in the company, in the firm. And they're trying to get the house ready for this dinner party. He wants to impress his boss.
Tomo says yesterday was Dwight Fry's 122nd birthday.
100. I didn't know that,
and
but
he's still kicking around. Dwight Fry, who would have known?
Still watching his movies. See,
thank you, Tomo.
122 years ago, he was
wow. Yeah, but go ahead.
And we're still. No, man, that's more important than what we're talking about.
Yeah, Dwight Fry.
I didn't know that. See, they don't put that on the calendars anymore.
No, they should put that on your
for classic federal holiday.
For lovers like us of classic horror and stuff like that, we should have calendar where it says stuff like that. You know?
I know, because I miss those.
Bela Lugosi's birthday, Karloff, the big ones, Vincent Price. But
I just
anyways.
found out today, you know, as much of a Hammer fan as I am, that Bela Lugosi in 1935 was in a very early Hammer movie called Phantom Ship, which I'm going to try to find online and try to watch a copy of this movie.
Yeah,
so I'm excited to see
Phantom Ship.
Phantom Ship. So
1935.
If anybody's seen it, holla.
Yeah.
But I plan on watching that soon.
I'm sure it was good.
Of course.
But yeah, go ahead.
There's this one room in the house, and she's got like an interior decorator. What's his name? Fabrizio, I don't know, some kind of name.
Francisco Perez.
Francisco Perez.
As Pedro Armendariz Jr.
He's helping her decorate the house, and there's this room.
Guy.
There's this room downstairs
nice
when she finally gets the key for it. Windows are all
because it was
locked
locked.
up.
Yeah, she found it in the desk.
Beautiful fireplace that's bricked up. The ash door is bolted closed, and she was kind of curious to make this like a little room for herself.
Yes. She said it could be her office,
right? And they're just they're questioning why the fireplace is like this. They've also got a little handyman carpenter working for him. This is Uncle Charlie.
Yeah, Mr. Harris is his name in the movie.
He overhears that and. You don't want to. Them bricks are 4 bricks deep, and they're reinforced with iron bars, and you don't want to mess with that, Ernie. And
I love how she mentions the little chute too, and that's just bolted. It's not like you can't get in there.
And she goes to find that he's the one who did, who cemented it closed last.
Right.
And this was a room that her grandfather used as a study.
Doing his demonology work.
And she's very much keen
the doctor on Hellraiser.
Yeah, she's very much keen on breaking open this fireplace and making it nice and cozy.
Welcome.
What's up? And making it nice and cozy.
Oh! Well, I don't know if that's a link to the movie or not, or just to IMDb or something, but Dave Plouffe put a link to Phantom Ship.
Although I think there is a copy floating around online, so thank you.
He said Salt loved it, so yeah.
Oh, you've seen it? Okay, fantastic, because... Hammer and Bela Lugosi, that's like peanut butter and jelly, peas and carrots,
It's fantastic that you can find some of these still,
Yeah,
there's a lot of movies.
There's I don't participate in any of like these Blu-ray website forums, but I read, so I know what's coming out. And there's a Hammer section, and someone just mentioned this movie. I'm like, I never heard of this one, so... there you go.
Can everybody see Ted's Late Horror Show t-shirt?
Yeah, man, you can go and get your own merch.
See that? Late Horror Show t-shirt.
Matter of fact, I had this made before. This was a gift my mom got made for me before we even decided to put merch up there. This is a picture that Dino sent to me that's one of you guys out there made.
Yeah.
And my mom was able to find a company to put it on a shirt. It's actually a nice shirt.
Yeah.
It's a good quality shirt.
Oh, no, it is.
And
merch store link down below. And while I'm at it, let me go ahead and thank everybody.
Good time to pay the bills.
All the links are down below in the description. I will start off with our Patreons. I want to thank each and every one of you guys. If you want to join the Patreon for as little as $1, it helps support the channel. All of the stuff I'm talking about right now.
For the price of a cup of coffee.
And on Patreon, I'm slowly uploading all the Old Time Radio shows, so you can have access to every single piece of material I have in my collection. So there you go. There we go. And also, I want to do a big shout out because it's growing like crazy too. Is the channel membership.
My God, look at that.
The channel members, the little join button at the bottom.
Wish you guys could see what I see here.
They can.
Oh, fantastic.
It's
I don't know how the internet works.
It's very cool how it highlights your name, all that good stuff, but we've got a ton of people. Michael Clark was the newest member today, but I thought I'd put that up there just to let everybody know. I appreciate you. There's different levels, 1, 2, 3. And, thank you guys all very much. All of that is in the description below if you're interested.
So you can walk around, wear one of these. People say, who are these guys? I walk around and wear this, and no one even realizes that I'm on the damn shirt.
Right. We are on the shirt, me and Ted.
No one ever notices
but
that
it's in the merch store in the links down below if you're interested. You can get mugs and all that. It's very cool.
I have a mug.
Also wanted to tell you, if anybody out there is interested in any of the old time radio shows that I do stream on the channel here, the email is down below. You can kind of see it there. I put it in the description too. CharlieChanFan00@gmail.com. You can send me interest in anything you want, and I'll let you. We can correspond back and forth. But feel free to email me. Let me know what you're interested in, and we'll figure something out. Also going to do a contest. I might as well get it out there right now for next week. I'll start with this video, but I might do a standalone video because somebody brought it up about the old time radio shows, like a contest, like giving it out to like one of the favorites. You know, say they like CBS Radio Mystery Theater, and you know, maybe that would be a prize for next week, you know, to that person if that's their favorite show, old time radio show. And I would send it to you as a gift for winning the contest. So what I want you to do when this video ends, down below in the description, put your top 3 favorite old time radio shows down below, and that will automatically put you in for the contest, and I'll do kind of a random generator. So this will go to last week through next week. But I will also do a standalone video because it's kind of confusing. But if you leave a comment after this video and put your top 3 old time radio shows, you will be entered. And I will give away to somebody their favorite collection of old time radio shows on a flash drive. And I will send it to you. So there you go. Anyways,
lovely.
I interrupted a whole mess of stuff, so go ahead, Ted.
I don't even remember what the hell I was talking
Big
about.
A, Queen, hi, you doing there? Hey, everybody, what's going on?
They're talking to each other, not talking to us.
Yeah, talking. I'm going to check this out, this film. Okay.
Yeah, and actually, if you
love the merchandise, says Teresa. Somebody did just buy a mug. I forget who it was.
All right.
So that was pretty cool.
I got one too.
Yeah, awesome T-shirt.
Because my wife has to have like one of every cup there is.
Right.
You know, you've seen it.
Yeah.
I mean, you open up the cabinets above the sink, nothing but coffee mugs and drinking cups. I literally have 3 cups.
Collection of coffee mugs.
And then you go to the cabinets where you're supposed to put food. You know, you open it up, and it's just all her stupid shaker cups and cups and cups and cups. And she's got a serious problem.
But anyways, let's get to the movie and get through this. I got a stream to do tonight.
Well, if we're in a hurry.
But this room down there.
She's really curious about this.
Liam D. Turner, what's going on? Michael Lang.
Even though against all the warnings of Uncle Charlie, I
Yeah.
can't remember his name in the damn movie.
Right.
And her husband, who also agrees and doesn't want to fool with it, she decides to get that wrench and just open that bolt.
Yeah.
Opens it up, and it's just a big old pit. There's nothing really in there.
Right.
But she leaves it open. And then you start hearing, you know, she walks away, and I think that's when you're going to start hearing the voices. We're free! We're free! We're free! We're free! I love it.
It's the voices on those characters are just they're nuts, is what they are. I've never heard any voices like that before in my life.
They're fantastic.
Continue talking here.
Yes,
I'm trying to fix the stream from earlier, you guys.
All right.
Because I streamed the overnight old time radio show, so I'm trying to set that up again really quick.
Really, these little these creatures are never really given a name,
right?
So, and we don't really know what they are, but they escape, and they're gonna kind of be hiding around the house. Uncle Charlie's going to come back over. He's going to be all grumpy. He's going to bolt that door back closed again.
Right.
And there is a scene. I don't know if they go back in there, like if that's where they hang out.
Mm-hmm.
But he locked them back in there, and you could see them turning the bolt from the inside and get out. So I don't know if that's where they have to retreat to in the end. The movie's not heavy on details. And so for much of the movie coming up, it's a lot of little scenes where she thinks she sees something, she thinks she hears something, she hears little voices. She starts feeling like she's going crazy.
Right. She done gone crazy.
The girl going crazy.
Girl going crazy. Okay, sorry. I just reset the stream for tonight at 11. Sorry for anybody who hit it. and was wondering what the heck is going on here. But anyways, go ahead.
Even after 5 years, we still make little goofs.
Yeah. I like that her buddy had just dropped his flashlight down the shaft at the end. We'll get to the very end, but yeah, no, it's...
So I guess we could say we get to the night of the big dinner party, which is very important for her husband.
Yes, there are girl shirts, Queen.
Yes.
Boys, men's
leggings.
and girls. And leggings.
And
and,
you can get this picture on leggings.
I don't know, can they see that? Can you?
I don't know.
It's hard to stand up there for you a little bit.
Well, I mean, it's on the merch page too,
but that's a cool...
But this is the OG. This is the...
Yeah, that's the original.
This was the first one off the press.
Just ordered a shirt, says Jeremy M. Oh, thank you very much, man.
Let me put it this way. Even this bitch boy doesn't even have one.
Yeah. Ed, I think Ed bought a sweatshirt or a shirt, something like that.
You can get leggings, and I think my face kind of goes over onto the ass.
What's up, you two crazy bastards? Talking old movies.
Talking
so here we go.
walnut monsters.
Yeah, walnut monsters.
So the night of and this is a very important dinner party. It's with the head of his firm. He's looking to get a promotion. They're going to give him a big company to handle out in San Francisco, which is where he's going the next day. And it's
basically telling her to shut up and I'll be back.
Yeah, I mean, didn't I tell you I'm going to San Francisco?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
When I get back, have everything
and it's
set
like an
in the
afterthought.
house.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm going, so.
Yeah.
So it's, even though there's a caterer and people walking around with hors d'oeuvres.
Meanwhile, I mean, the husband does know that she's starting to freak out here and stuff,
it's like,
but they still had the dinner
knock
party.
This shit off for this party.
Yeah,
I mean,
because they're coming at her. I love in the dinner scene.
Don't make me have to,
I love in the dinner scene where these little imps, these little demons are looking at her, and so, like the one where the guy's fixing the table with the food and everything, and one of those little demons pushes it by and goes, Sally.
And no one else can seem to catch a glimpse of these fuckers.
Well, I don't think they can see them. I think she's the only one that can see them.
Don't know. It's never established for sure.
Right, and when we get to the end of the movie, I will bring up the point about, some of this don't make any sense. But anyways, we'll continue. But
so they're having the dinner party. Things are going pretty good.
Yeah, she's ignoring a lot of what she's saying.
But then she's sitting there at the head of the table next to his boss and trying to put her napkin on her lap. And there's one of these little damn things yanking on the napkin.
Yeah.
And finally, she sees it. And I think this is kind of her first time.
Yeah.
Actually, she's heard them saying her name and stuff. But this is the first time she's seen one. And just freaks out. Ruins the whole GD party. And
ends the party, and she goes,
The party kind of fizzles out after that.
Thank you very much there, Jeremy. Want to thank you very much, buddy, for being a big supporter on the channel. Love it. Thank you so much. Helps towards every stream I do every night.
It's like we're doing the WVIZ telethon, right?
Well, it almost is. I mean, if you want to do stuff like this on...
If you like programming like this.
If you like programming like this and you want a duffel bag, we will send it to you. Just talk to our operators. We should get people to sit back here with telephones. And have a big VIZ night. Yeah.
Got another one!
Got another one! Your grandmother's on the phone. She's donating $200 to the... That's a Seinfeld, if you remember that episode. But remember Kramer back there missing grandma. But anyways, go ahead. She sees it. They break up the party. Yeah. And next thing you know, she's upstairs. Alex is taking a shower. And
he's a little ticked
going
off.
Back and forth.
She's she kind of ruined. I don't think she did anything to hurt his chances of doing this big assignment, but certainly didn't make him look good in front of the firm. And he's hoping to. I think his goal is to one day be a partner in the firm. Have his name in there. Like J.G. Wentworth or something.
J.G. Wentworth. I don't know. Is that everywhere, or is that just in Cleveland? I don't know.
I have no idea. I just had one of my patients today say that's who they were going to call today and sue us.
J.G. Wentworth?
I'm calling J.G. Wentworth.
It's a lawyer around here who do the cheap, late night.
Just make sure you dial 9 first to get an outside line.
Yeah. I do like that she takes her shower, and these things can come. I guess they figured out there's passageways in the walls.
Gotta be.
Things I love again, passageways everywhere. They come out of the wall, and I love how they make miniatures. They're little, but they make
this reminded me of the Laurel and Hardy short movie Bratz. Because they did it the exact same way.
Right.
Built big furniture and everything big. Although sometimes I think they screw up the sizes of how big these things are.
Oh,
I'll mention a scene later on.
2 weeks they made this film. They're going to make
Because I'm figuring, okay, if you're based on that, linen cabinet in the bathroom, they should be about, what do you think about, yay big?
Yeah.
Maybe 1.5 feet?
Well, somebody said they look like they're 2 feet tall in some frames. But then in the bathroom, they look like
later movie when one of them's moving a garbage can, which is usually about waist high. It's almost up to the top of that.
But when they're in the cabinet there in the bathroom, they look like they're a foot tall.
Right. So I'm going to say they're about yay big.
Because they even got the coat hanger, which they bring out
like a mogwai and a half.
Yeah. J.G. Wentworth is nationwide, baby.
Right.
Okay, so there we go.
Well, at least he's not mad at me.
J.G. Wentworth. But yeah, they're in the bathroom, and I like how, because don't be afraid of the dark. These things are...
They don't like the light.
They don't like the light of any kind, and they take a coat hanger,
right?
Bring it out and flick the switch.
Very clever.
Yeah.
And knock a straight razor out of the cabinet.
Yeah, shave it.
And I like how it just goes straight into the floor.
Into the ground.
Ruins the linoleum.
I hate when that happens. You got to glue it up with some clear glue.
And they're coming after her in the shower. One of them just picks up, and it's a cool prop, this big razor, and they pick it up, and that's when he said, "Don't hurt her yet, but I want to."
And it's all these whispers. And
why do they want to hurt her? Why do they want to kill her? Why are they so fixated on her? And we don't really find out yet. Yeah. We will find out later on.
Yeah, I was wondering why because, well, yeah, we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah,
I guess.
She freaks out in the shower, and Alex comes out. There's nothing there either. So the next day, he's got to leave for San Fran.
But they go.
What happened?
Well, they're going to bed. But I do like, because this house is so beautiful, that he goes to sleep and she goes into the room that's off the side of the bedroom.
There's like a little room with a chair and a couch.
Yeah, it's like, come on,
almost
man.
like a little cul-de-sac. I don't want to say cul-de-sac. I don't know what you call it.
A little area.
There's just a little area, like a reading area. Like you can lounge on the couch.
Yeah, chat stopped. Everybody's still there, right? You guys there?
Wake up.
But
that boring.
But yeah, no, it's that was very cool, because the house is awesome, and it's a shame that they want to end up selling it.
Well, right, because after this incident in the bathroom, because he's kind of thinking, are you doing this? Are you acting this way because you just don't want this house anymore?
Right.
Is this your funny way of telling me you don't want this house?
Is this your funny way of telling me?
So she does say, yeah, I think I want to move. So he goes to San Fran. And
Cisco, baby.
San Francisco, to put some flowers in his hair.
And he leaves, what's her name?
Tells her she should invite her friend Joan over.
Yeah, bring Joan over, watch you,
let that bitch keep an eye on you for a while.
Yeah, she doesn't.
So they're going to hook up.
The demons have not got us yet, says Dave Buffet. Okay, just making sure you guys are there. I'm having some problems with the stream lately. Last night, Tarzan. If it happens again, I'm calling my internet company, man. Cox Cable.
Gax.
It's broken off and then starts up again, and it's most of my streams are great every night for 12 hours. But
the best thing is when you are giving your email address to someone who doesn't have Cox Cable, and it's Fab5Teddy at Cox.net, Cox.com. You're like, what? It's like COX.
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 Turn on the Cox.net.
Like, what internet provider have you got?
What the hell?
I don't know if I want to email you.
Can you give me a card, please? Oh, yeah.
I remember my wife used to always spell it. I'm like, around here, people know. You go out of state, they may not know.
But anyway, Sally and Joan are there.
Yeah.
We'll get through this quickly.
Yeah, there's not really much left.
I mean,
Joan comes over. She's
right before Joan.
The decorator.
The decorator. He comes over because and she mentions that she's going to be leaving.
Selling the house, and he's
Yeah.
pissed.
He's like, oh, all of this down payment money, all of this money I've spent
I
on
expect to be paid.
decor and stuff like this, and he's hollering and stuff, and he's stampering out towards the steps, and these demons creatures are got this big cord that they're putting across the staircase at the top.
And I think it's to actually trip her.
Oh yeah, because they go, we did not mean to kill him. Sally is the
Right.
You know, so they
unfortunately he goes
specify.
first, and he takes a header.
Yeah, he takes a header and dies.
Yeah, he won't be carving turkey at Thanksgiving.
So that's when the cops come.
Ambulance,
the ambulance come.
Ambulance.
And they come, and Joan comes then.
Yeah.
And she calls the husband.
Well,
the husband gets back on
Sally
a flight.
sees the rope. She's trying to pull it away, and it's a little tug of war. We want your soul. We want your spirit.
Yeah, your spirit.
We need your spirit. And they pull the rope out of her hand, which
burns it.
Which leaves a little bit of evidence.
Yeah.
But
and
she's
and Joan, just from that,
kind of believes her.
She goes, I believe you,
There
but I'm
you
not
go.
sure anybody else will.
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
A little rope burn.
No.
But, I mean, she's bonkers. I'm sorry. I put in my hours today.
She's bonkers.
And, back when Docs used to make the house calls, they'd come over. He's like, here, I got her some sleeping pills. Try to get her some of these. She don't want to take no sleeping pills, but these little critters are going to make sure she takes some sleeping pills.
I guess they give her 2. Do you think they would have given her all of them to get her
slip them
spirit?
in her coffee there.
Yeah.
And Alex has been called.
Sleeping pills and coffee.
Not the smartest combination.
Shay Whelan, 2:52 a.m. in Ireland, discovered the channel recently. Like to fall asleep to the old time radio shows. Thanks.
Awesome.
Thank you very much. On Tuesdays, we push it back an hour, so it'll be at 11 o'clock tonight. Just posted it. More escape, more spooky stories tonight. So enjoy it, my friend. Appreciate it.
Tuesdays, we just talk about little silly horror movies.
Yeah, me and Ted get together and just talk.
It's my one night out of the house after work.
Yes, we have some fun talking.
So Alex is on his way home, right?
He sure is.
Jones called him. He's going to come back from San Francisco, put all his plans on hold.
This is where it all ensues.
It's all going to pot now.
You know, he's on his way. Joan gets locked out of the house from these imps.
Because the power
demons.
goes out.
The power goes out.
These little, because they're about to make a phone call, and they push the garbage can over to the power cord. I don't know what they use, like a hatchet or whatever, and they cut the power
It looked like a hole,
yeah,
like a giant size
turns
hole.
Their fuse box is on the outside of the house, so all the power in the house goes off. Joan's got to go out there and try to figure out how to change a fuse. Yeah, and she gets locked out of the house. In the meantime, Alex gets back. He and Joan get back in the house.
Well,
she's all stoned on the bed.
One point I want to bring up about that, though, is when Joan's outside of the house and she's running around.
Oh yeah.
The demons are constantly pushing, like she tried to open up one window by breaking the glass and opening it up, and they pushed her, hand, and like ow, but. There's so much glass windows, even that one, she could have pushed right on through.
They can't cover all of them, can they? There's only 3 of them.
But even if they did, she can push on through, and I was going, okay, so she's going to sit out there for all this time until Alex gets back.
You're applying logic to
this. Yeah, it just didn't make any sense to me. But anyways, that's me.
We like our little walnut head critters.
But they both come back. And
they get in the house.
Yeah.
Sally's all stoned out on the sleeping pills. She wants to leave. He's pissed off. He's like, we're going to find out what's going on. Because
Miss Marcia likes when they drug her coffee.
I like
that.
Yeah, those demons, they Cosby'd her.
Yeah. I'm going to
This is like 2 movies in a week where we Cosby'd somebody.
I'm back in and I'm going to put some sleeping pills in your coffee and I'm going to make you sleep. Okay, anyways. Okay, that's enough. Okay.
And he wants to call Uncle Charlie.
Yeah.
And find out, really, what's the whole story with this, okay? Because Joan believes what she's saying. Alex ain't buying any of it.
Right.
So he goes over there. They're having a conversation.
Right.
And really, he's not telling him much. He's just saying, when when they bought that house, it was already blocked up.
Right.
And her grandfather, Sally's grandfather, picked that room to be his study. He busted open that fireplace just like she wanted to do, and something happened. He ended up disappearing or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know why I missed that part, but I don't recall that, which is why the very ending I didn't. I'm like, okay.
It was something about him going missing.
Yeah,
they didn't find him.
Okay.
So what this really...
But they were dragging her down. Did you say that already?
Well, not yet, because what this kind of suggests is whoever frees them has to join them.
Right.
All right?
Yes.
So, obviously, her grandfather has to be one of these little things.
You would think so.
And so that's why they want her, because she freed them.
And you would think he
I
would
don't
be
know
going,
why. I don't know. This isn't like Gremlins with the rules. I don't know why you have to become one of them if you free them.
And why you're trapped in the chimney. Because let's wind it up. They
grab some
get
rope,
the cords
tie it
or
up.
whatever, and drag her down the steps. And while they're dragging her down the steps, she's got a hold of a camera.
Grabs a camera.
And she keeps shooting flashes.
This is actually... I wish there had been a scene afterwards, like maybe just some stills of the pictures.
Yeah.
To like prove that it actually happened.
Right.
Or maybe the husband, would find them.
Well,
six months later, he gets the film developed.
Well, he has to develop it, because it's one of those old time, things.
Right.
But, pudding pops.
Pudding pops.
You trying to tell me something's reached up that hole and pulled that old man down? That's all I can tell you.
Well,
Mr.
they pull.
Ed Stewart says.
Well, they pull. We are supposed to believe that they pulled Sally down into that hole.
Well, yeah,
because that's where they were taking her.
They drag her down as Alex and Joan are trying to get into the house, and the last thing you see is them right at that chute, and then they run in, and Alex got the flashlight, and he looks down the chute, hollers, and goes, "Oh my God, Sally, whatever, oh my God," and she's gone, and he don't see her down there. I would jump down there.
I would jump down there.
If the person you love is down there, wouldn't you jump down there to? I would go all out.
I mean,
if I couldn't see the bottom.
Now you got some freedom.
If I didn't see the bottom, then I would be like, what the hell do I do?
Is there insurance money involved?
Anyways, this is the perplexing part of the movie. We're at the very end of the movie here. Roxy W., what is going on? Was this movie originally called The Dark?
It had other names in Europe, but I think it was called like Nightmare or something like that.
Queen says Ted spins a great yarn. Ted and Dino, funny. Yeah, that's us. Kyle Zebarth, sup, dudes?
I know. Forget watching the movies. I should just tell these as oral stories. So this is a good thing that I've developed.
We put music in the back and just
when the zombie apocalypse
tell
happens,
it in a story.
I'll be like the storyteller. Man, yeah. I'll be the guy sitting around the fire every night,
and I'll be performing it like.
Interesting.
But anyways, very ending of the movie. She's gone. They holler.
They holler.
They go to the outside of the house, the picture there.
And we hear the voices again.
And you hear the voices. And Sally's there too. And she's joined in on with them.
When will we get freed again?
And she's not upset.
No.
Nothing's wrong. She's just part of it now.
Maybe they have cable down there.
It may be like heaven. She sees things and goes,
It's really not so bad.
But
so she's gonna have a walnut head now.
But yeah. That's the unfortunate part. She's become a ball.
She's got a walnut.
She's a testy.
I'm gonna make one of these things with a walnut.
Do it, and we'll sell them. And
it looks like a little anus on top of their head.
We'll get a Poshmark store, and we'll sell little imps from Don't Be Afraid of the Dark.
Yes.
If there were toys of these, I'd get them. Were there ever toys of these creatures?
There's more likely to be them now than there would have been back then.
But
all the cool shit comes out now.
The movie ends like that, and you hear the voices and stuff, and I'm like going,
when will we be free again?
Yeah, and I'm like, wait a second.
And you hear her voice soon.
Did he immediately?
The time in the world.
But wasn't it unlocked already?
They
had their freedom.
How are you going to get the? They probably bolted it back
Unless they needed another one of her line, her family members.
No, because the first two wouldn't have been the family members because they bought that house.
So it makes no sense then.
I think it's just whoever frees them has to, join them.
So they take her down there,
Mm-hmm.
and they're waiting for somebody to lock up that chute.
Yeah, to lock it up and to
Why
free
not
them
come
again.
out and stay hidden in a pantry?
Well, I think we're to presume that they probably immediately close it up because they know what's going on. You're not going to get her out of there.
Yeah, I guess.
So Uncle Charlie probably goes over there and locks it up right away.
We have all the time in the world, says Ed Stewart.
All the time
feel
in the
free.
world.
Time has set us free again. Roxy W. And is the movie with the quote, be afraid, very afraid, and not The Fly?
Be afraid, be very afraid is The Fly, the
Yeah.
remake of The Fly.
Yeah, I love
That was the
hearing-
little tagline on that poster.
I love hearing her become one of them. Yeah, that was
Yes.
very airy and very...
And if you really dig this
Yeah.
movie, there's a beautifully
Yeah.
4K remastered
Oh.
Blu-ray from Warner Archive.
Yes.
You just go to Warner Archive store, or you can get it on Amazon.
Okay.
I was thinking about picking it up at some point. I was just waiting for a sale.
Okay. Sounds good.
They have occasional sales, like 4 for $44 or something like that.
4 for 44.
4 movies for $44.
That's not bad. That's
And
not bad.
actually, they do. Warner Archives is basically that's where you get like.
Any recommendations for movies next week? Although I think I know
We
what
have
we're
a
going to
couple
do.
of ideas, but if it's a flick you like, you can still get it and enjoy it.
I think we're going to do. I'm still on a Giallo kick with
Yes.
Dario
You
Argento,
might dip back into Dario.
and I think
again.
I'm going to do Opera next week by Dario Argento. I think 19. Oh,
I think it's an 82.
82.
No, maybe not.
That's
82.
Tenebrae. Anyways, yeah, that's what I think we'll be doing next week is Opera. Some more Giallo. Just in the mood. man.
Giallo.
Just in the mood. Amy Callahan.
Gelato.
Evening, everyone.
Hey.
Finally shows up in the YouTube chat. We're just about done. We went through the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
I did say we are going to have a little contest here. After we are done streaming here, put a comment down below for your 3 favorite old-time radio shows, and you will be entered in for next week to win whatever collection of old-time radio shows you want, and I will send it to you on a flash drive. I will do a separate video on top of this one, but anybody who puts that down there will be entered into it. It'll be kind of fun.
Get a
and
little
cool.
jump start on it.
Yeah, 1987 says Dave Plouffe. Thank
Okay.
you.
Oh, a little bit.
He's
later
the
on,
guy
I thought.
always on top of it in the chat. There you go. When we need some... But yeah, no, it was overall, this movie, I mean, God, the fastest movie made and for a
And
made-for-TV
we've done
movie.
a bunch of these little TV. We did the Night Stalker.
Was
We did Trilogy
fantastic.
of Terror. Did we do another one? I was trying to think. Did we do another?
Gargoyles, Salem's Lot.
We did. But I mean, I'm a huge Gargoyles fan. That's my
yeah.
favorite one. But I think this might. I was telling Dino before the show. Salem's Lot's like an epic. I don't count that.
Queen says Argento kind of a perv, though, if you ask me. Huh.
I haven't heard anything about him, but if he's done anything
Do you
inappropriate,
mean in the movies themselves, the way he does them?
who knows, man? He's Italian. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean...
We're finding out all kinds of stuff about people.
You
these
sit
days.
over there. No, you... What?
You know, and unfortunately for me, depending on the crime,
Yeah.
sometimes it's very hard to separate the artist from the art. Some people are able to do that and enjoy it, but I can't abide giving people money if I feel like they're scum.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Argento rules. I can't sleep.
but as long as he did it after Suspiria, I'll be okay.
Excellent title.
Because then I feel like I can still
Miss
enjoy
Martian,
Suspiria.
best opening death. Yeah, no, Opera's going to be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Diving into it again. Yeah, and I do want to apologize for the stream earlier. I set it up earlier today and accidentally streamed this on Escape.
You jackass.
So I took that down and I re-put it up. So 11 o'clock, we will have Escape all night tonight. So some more spooky stories. People really enjoyed the other one. I apologize for the Tarzan stream, Amy, from last night. I'm having problems with my internet here. I'm not sure what the heck is up, but it happened 3 times in the past 2 weeks. So hopefully that stops. Otherwise, I'm calling them up. But interrupted that stream. But I could send you the Tarzan ones, although you're a shadow person, Amy. But I get that. Loves The Shadow.
I love Tarzan.
Yeah.
I love Edgar S. Burroughs.
Edgar Rice Burroughs is
He's
excellent.
my
Yeah.
favorite writer.
Dario has never touched me inappropriately, says Dave Bluefay.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm glad to hear
as long as we know that.
Queen says Suspiria is really good. Actually, yes, it is. Both versions. Yeah, I gave the second Suspiria second chance.
We did a show on it. I love.
Long show on.
But it's so drastically different. It's so dramatically different.
It is.
It's almost a different entity in and of itself.
Randall Argento. Don't know if you guys approve, but the movies are quintessential exploitation fare.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I have no idea I've never heard anything whatsoever of him being a perv. All I can think of is that maybe some of the context in the movies. Maybe you're talking about Queen.
Well, maybe a bit misogynistic with the way women are treated and things.
Yeah,
in the
I
movies,
get that.
but,
Plus, Dario's music is great. Darth Gojira is in the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to see you here, buddy. Some problems teaching here. Spotty internet, says Amy. Yeah, not sure what's going on. But anyways, let's see. The Shadow is the best. Jeremy M says, yep. Gotta love Dario's music, Miss Martian. Michael Lane, I try to keep art separate from artist, but I do avoid paying the creeps whenever possible. Exactly, Michael. I kind of do that.
Dude that made Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, you know
Pirate the hell out of his shit.
Yeah, because you know what? I mean, Ted, man, Jeepers Creepers, that first movie, even the second, but that first movie, it's up there, man. It's iconic. It's. I thought, wow, here we go with another iconic, villain like Pinhead, Michael Myers. I thought, here we go, the Creeper. But yeah,
and then some people say, well, yeah, okay, he went to jail, he paid his debt to society, but he didn't pay his debt to the victim.
And another
that never ends.
And another one,
and I don't think jail cured him of.
No.
If anything, it probably just taught him better ways to.
And another one, Roman Polanski. Another one.
Yeah.
I mean, he's.
But you can enjoy Rosemary's Baby because that happened after.
Yeah, I mean, Rosemary's Baby
That's all I do.
is my favorite horror movie.
Right. He didn't drug a 13-year-old until after 1968.
Almost favorite movie of all time. But and Fearless Vampire Killers, another Roman Polanski film. But anyways, we'll stop talking about it. We'll stop talking about it. But yeah, I get exactly what you're saying.
It is, and now it's like all your heroes are getting put down these days.
Queen says he is a great artist, but I just heard some weird crap about he and his daughter. Really? See, I haven't.
Well, I'll tell you, but, you look at Asia and you listen to her sometimes. I mean, she don't seem like a happy person to me.
Yeah, who knows? Just watched it last week, said Edward Stewart. Darth, it seems more and more people are being found out as creepy in a bad way.
I don't think you should judge
stuff
little things.
Yeah.
If people have done, said a inappropriate word or something a long time ago.
Yeah.
Or like they're going to hell after these country singers because they all wear Confederate flags.
Right.
But I mean, it's
just a different day and age, man. But it doesn't.
I think we just have to, and I'll end on that. I think intent means a lot.
Oh, Amy Callahan says Rosemary's Baby is her favorite too.
Yes.
Close tie with King Kong. So.
My man.
Rosemary's Baby,
right on,
King Kong.
That's right.
Amy Callan, you're right up. You're right there, man.
Kong.
But you know what? Mia Farrow. Again, we've talked about this over and over, and I can never say it enough. Mia Farrow in that movie is the most beautiful woman in the world, except for when she gets sick from drinking that stuff. But yeah, Ted, I know whatever.
If you like your women, look like boys.
People were totally dissing Rosemary's on another stream yesterday, and I was losing my shit on them. What is right?
What stream? Give me their names.
Ted and Dino's Rosemary's Baby review. Thanks, Dave, for putting the link there. Yeah, we talked totally nice and long and great conversation. I may not find Mia
Farrow particularly attractive, but I love that damn movie.
Oh, fantastic!
But that's all right.
Stan Olch, cancel culture will come for everyone and everything eventually.
I just really wish, like I was saying, that they would just take intention into, it's one thing to say something inappropriate, but did you mean it inappropriately?
Yeah,
You know,
Jeremy
if
M.
you're saying it to hurt,
Yeah.
then okay, I can understand you having to pay a price for that. But if you slip up and say, something's retarded or something like that, I mean, you're not. It's intent.
Yeah, no, it's intent. But
You know.
everybody who says the wrong words is
I
it's a
tried to
big
pick the
deal
most
nowadays.
mild one I could think of.
Yeah.
If you try to say something in that way.
Well, Jeremy M says every single situation needs to be examined independently. 100% agree.
Right. And it just seems like everyone's like, well, I think it's mostly celebrities. I think us regular people don't really have much to worry about. It's mostly if you're making money.
Yeah, Rosemary's Baby is insanely good, says Jeremy M. Stan Olch, a new TV show out about Pharaoh and Alan. Ted was just telling me about that.
Yeah, I'm going to be watching the first episode, I think, tonight when I get home. If I
That's
can stay up.
That's another thing that I gotta separate. I'm such a big Woody
know.
Allen fan.
What if you found out that he was just the most horrible person?
I know. I can't. There's some things that's like,
I don't care. I'm watching Manhattan Murder Mystery.
yes, I don't know, something before I even knew.
And you jerk, you got me into him too. So
before I knew the ins and outs of the whole Woody Allen situation, I was a big fan, and I became so nostalgic over Manhattan Murder Mysteries, Annie Hall. You name
Broadway Danny Rose,
Purple
Gold.
Sakai, all of these movies that are fantastic, and they're so comforting to me. That's why I have to separate him from the movie, which is hard to do because he's in the movie, but somehow mentally separate that because of all the behind the scenes stuff, which isn't 100% out there, but people are saying this and that. And I think you can really... he married Soon Yi. I mean, come on. Anyways, let's move on. Let's move on.
Before everybody gets all hot under the collar about it.
Woody Allen's such a creepo. Queen, I understand, man. I got you, says Amy.
And that's what makes it so disheartening, because you really like someone's work, and then you find out they're such a creep, and like...
No.
I really don't want to fill his coffers.
Miss Martian, exactly. It's
is there a way that I
so
can still
tough.
enjoy it without?
And it sucks that some of your favorite films and some of your favorite stuff is done by these kind of people. So
if I ever found out that Peter Cushing, Christopher Lee, or Vincent Price did crap that was really bad, I mean, there goes 75% of my movie collection.
Yeah. But hey.
So, luckily, I think I'm okay.
White people talking about how the Confederate flag isn't offensive, not a good look. Who was doing that, Miss Martian? Yeah, no, that's...
No, I mean, what I'm saying is they were, a lot
Did you mention that?
I mentioned that a lot of country singers
Yeah.
are coming under fire because most of them wear it or incorporate it. And,
from down south.
Right, and even though their intention may not have been to cause someone pain or harm, obviously in the world now, that's how it's viewed, and that's I've seen several stories of several country singers coming under. I don't listen to country music, but it's always in the in the feeds. So,
we'll stop it now. Let's stop talking about it because it is a very touchy subject, and it was just brought up. But Dave Plufay says, you can't have Mia Farrow. I am taking Christina Marcella. How come I don't? Oh, from opera. Okay, there you go. Sick of white this and white that. Yeah, always white. If David Lynch goes sideways, then I'll be extremely sad. Right, Jeremy M.
I mean, he's weird, but I don't think he's that weird.
Amy Callahan says there are lots of creeps, but that doesn't take away from the art until it takes away from the art, like Rowling and HP. Yeah, no, exactly. Y'all should just move on. I am. So here we go. Freddie Miranda in the YouTube chat. Hello. Orwell needs to be made fiction again, says Darth Gojira. We have First and Second Amendment. Okay, so here we go. Next week we're going to do opera.
Isn't that cool, man? You just say one thing. And
next week we're going to do opera. Dario Argento, because I'm in the mood, man. I'm on that kick. But we got Escape tonight, so I am going to get off and. Well, I'm going to get off the air here. And gotta watch what I'm saying tonight. But But yeah, I appreciate all of you guys taking part in the show tonight. Don't ruin a chat with politics, etc. Yeah, I mean, just calm down, people. It's over with. We're done talking about it.
It all just started about talking about Dario Argento.
Yeah, so the Queen, you brought up pervs. But anyways, yeah, here we go.
I was just curious, you know.
So here we go. Next week, make sure you guys check out all the links below. Going to be fun next week. We'll have a long one on opera. And yeah, don't know what much more to say except I'll see you guys in about 40 minutes for Escape in the chat. Hope you guys enjoy it tonight. It's going to be fun and spooky. Let's see nowadays. Okay, so yeah, we'll end it here. And until